The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found it. It's The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR or 106.9 FM. You know, I was looking at some classic cars because I'm always hopeful. so I'll watch the videos and, seeing what's out there. And you know what I don't like? When they take a nice, 68 Camaro or Mustang and they put the modern radio in there.
It's like, kind of mucks it up.
Yeah, just keep the normal, the one that's supposed to be in there.
That makes sense. If it's the car show in Syracuse, I tend to like restored old cars that aren't souped up. That's not very good.
Resto mods.
I like
they do those mods.
As close as they can be.
Yeah.
To, if I see a 73 Impala, which I owned, I want it to look like a 73 Impala, not some other thing that's been all jacked up and everything. But no, I'm actually with you. So did you find anything you're going to buy?
There's a lot of stuff out there that if the wife would just reorganize our finances, I'll go get one.
It's your wife's fault. We'll go back to that.
But I'm ready.
Sorry, Kelly. Don't listen to the show.
Just like to have one before, I die. We're going to talk with Matt Dauksza right now. He is the Chief Investment Officer at Excelsior Wealth Partners. How are you?
Good.
Where are you from? Syracuse?
East side, Fayetteville, Manlius.
Okay.
Yep.
So you went to FM?
No, by the casino, Verna Verona Cheryl out that way.
Oh, you're a VBS boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maple breakfast.
I thought you had to be a farmer.
Yeah.
I thought that was a whole FFA thing.
Back then you did. Today I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you learn how to make maple syrup when you were a kid?
You know what? I wouldn't be able to regurgitate any of that.
No?
But I think it's prerequisite. Anybody that comes through that school district makes its way out back to the maple syrup.
Tap the sap and boil it in your maple syrup. You're done. That's the recipe.
Write that down.
When you were sitting in class, you had to smell it, from the sugar shack, all
FFA,
that.
the whole nine.
Yeah.
They do a good job still with that program.
So what made you want to get into wealth services? Did you go to college for that? Or?
Yep. Finance degree, St. Bonaventure University, middle of nowheres. I was either going to become a lawyer or this, and I was sick of school at some point, so didn't want to do another 3 years of law school or what have you.
So with your finance degree, you got like an undergrad degree. Yeah. Did you get a master's in it or no?
I was done, so no MBA, no anything.
I respect that.
But then you have to get your license.
There's all these certified financial planner courses and what have you.
So you have your Series 6, your 63, Series 663?
Yeah, 7, 65, all that stuff. Okay. And then the popular one that the public knows that they advertise to is this certified financial planner.
Right.
Got to have a couple years of experience, take a big test, schoolwork.
And I would imagine there's continuing education as well.
A ton of it. Ton of continuing ed.
So that's when somebody gets your services, that's what they're getting. They're getting all of that, experience at them. How do you navigate these times? I think that maybe, and Steve and I are, crested 60 years old here. Yeah. So we kind of remember back in the 70s and stuff like that. There's always something going on geopolitically and all that
every day
that you could point to, right? So and a reason for somebody to say, well, I'm not going to save, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. But, now with AI and these people, these day traders and things you can do online, how do you navigate all that with somebody?
So what comes up is Trump as the U.S. president. The first time that scared a lot of people around the markets, and a lot of people pulled out. Trump's going to bankrupt the country. I don't want any part of it.
Why would they say that when this guy is a millionaire himself?
You would think, right?
Yeah.
Almost counterintuitive.
Yes, it is.
But they were scared. Markets don't like uncertainty. They pulled out. Did not work for them.
No.
The markets killed it. Okay, let's do this again. He takes a leap year, and then he comes back.
Yeah.
And here it is again. Less people, but a ton of people.
Really?
Pulling out again.
That
didn't work for you last time. You think it's going to work?
Yeah, right. Let's do the same thing.
S&P was up 16. Didn't work.
Yeah.
So what do they do with their money? They bury it in the yard?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
put it in the safe, put it in the CD. But in terms of the volatility, it's never been higher. Trump will come out on a weekend and say, "Hey, we're going into Greenland."
Right.
It
freaks everybody out.
The Tuesday markets tank. By the end of the week, he's like, "Nope, we'll pull back on that one. We're going to go a different route. Markets rally." But it is a little difficult. It's not for the faint of heart to watch your portfolio go like
Up
this,
and down, yeah.
like an EKG.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, people make money in the long play.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you watch it daily and the speed of news and the speed of what's at your hands, and you're not getting a quarterly report, you're looking at it on your app.
You could give yourself a seizure.
Yeah.
I just lost 5,000. No, did you sell? No, I don't think you lost anything unless you didn't sell. So you work with people that are kind of in that point where they're like, you know what, we're going to retire at some point here soon. That's kind of your happy space. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
They've made their money. Now they're going to live on that money. Little switch from an accumulation phase to a distribution phase, integrated with Social Security, and hopefully they can live, nice. Take a couple trips, the whole nine.
So you don't really cater to people who say, "Hey, I want to make a quick buck. I want to start playing the markets. Can you help me?"
Yeah, no, and those people don't typically seek us out. Some of those people that are in and out of Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
They're on a Robinhood app. They're
more
Everybody's doing it on an app, huh? Do you ever suggest that? Do you think people can make a living doing that, or
if you were an early
get wealth?
adopter of say cryptocurrency, for instance, if you were an early adopter, you've made a lot of money. Last year, Bitcoin was down 6%. It was down 30% in May of the year before. So if you got in early, you're doing okay. If you're chasing returns later, it's been much more difficult.
Tell us about your workshop you have on the 24th. What happens? Is it a workshop, a seminar? What is it? Explain what goes on.
Yeah, so we do dinner seminars, and we'll talk about Social Security, Medicare, retirement strategies. We do them at nice restaurants, try to draw people, and then just take hour and a half and cover these topics. We bill it as 11 or 12 mistakes that we see through the last 25 years. You come to the workshop, you weren't aware of that. Usually a good hour and a half use of time if you're thinking about retiring.
So it's really there is a free dinner out there.
Free dinner.
And
they say there's no such thing. What, 10 staffel?
Yeah, yes, but there is. And if they wanted to go to that, I know there's some in February. You have 2 or 3 of them going on here. They can register for that or get information at the 303-1668 phone number. That's the big area code, the 315. So they could get information. And is it interesting, or are they going to roll their eyes all the way through this thing?
Nope. If you've been to a couple of those, it's designed to be counterintuitive. Something you haven't seen, didn't know. People usually leave saying, "Oh, geez, that was great. Didn't know that." And we've been to 5 of these before. So that's how we built it. Is not the mundane, normal.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And can someone go and can you help people who have like normal income that haven't really made a ton of money? They might be living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. I mean that's upstate New York in a nutshell. I mean there's a lot more folks that,
like that.
are savers. That take a little while than there are Fortune 500 jobs with multi-million-dollar homes.
So Excelsior WP, so EXCELSIORWP.com. Excelsior. There's information they can register for the workshop there too and get information. Matthew, thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate having me.